Everyone has an opinion about working in college. Some people say just focus on school, others say get a job, make money, build experience. But no one talks about the reality of doing both at the same time. The trade offs, the stress, the benefits that don't show up immediately. So the real question is working part time in college actually worth it? And that is exactly what we're going to be discussing in this episode. I hope some of you have some experience with some work. That way you are able to relate to this more. But if not, I will try my best to explain how it is for you guys. If you've been listening to my previous podcasts, you will be well aware that I am a commuter student and I'm a part-time worker on the side. Balancing time with school and work and everything else is very hard. So it's coming from experience. This isn't a theory. This is just my experience. This is based on what I'm actually living right now. So I hope you guys can take this and take it to heart when making your decision if working while in school is the best suit for you. The real trade-offs. Let's start with how things actually are. Working in college comes at a cost, and it's not a cheap one either. You have much less time throughout your day. You are way less flexible with your time management scheduling. You're going to be way more drained throughout your day, through the next day. You just have much more less energy. While others are relaxing, going out, or just focusing on school, homework, whatever it is, you're working. You're doing what you have to do, and that can feel frustrating at times, especially for me. There's been a lot of times where I've had to miss hangouts, certain events, just because I'm working. And I can never miss out a day on work because one day for me is almost half my paycheck. It's since I'm working part-time. So it's really hard for me to skip a day at work or, just call off. It's really hard. You miss things. You feel left behind by society. You're just trying to catch up. And sometimes for me and myself is I question if this is all worth it, if the money's worth it, if taking my time away from everything just so I can focus on, getting that little bit of cash, if it's worth it. But for me, this is the thing. Every choice has a trade-off, It has its pros and its cons. And working just means you're choosing a different kind of college experience. It's a difficult choice to make, definitely, but it has its perks. It has a lot of its perks. It may not be the best suit for you. I know it's not for everyone, and I know it's very difficult to balance, but in my opinion, I believe it is worth it. You might miss a couple of things. That's fine. Things come and go. But, it's also really hard to do a lot of things you like to do without money. And me, myself, my parents never really provide that little bit of extra cash so I can go out, hang out with friends, do whatever. And if they're not going to give it to me and I really want to go, there's no one else but me to earn that money and go out there and gain it. So it has its benefits, and I believe from my experience, it's a good one. It's a good experience. And from all the bit of extra cash that you get, it is a very huge perk. You get to do whatever you like with the money that you've earned yourself. But I know for many others who are also working while doing college is that money is not an option. It's not like, oh, maybe I can work and I get this bit of extra cash and I can go do whatever I like. But for many others, it's not even an option. They have to pay for tuition. They have to pay for gas. They have to pay for food. They have to pay for personal expenses, whatever it is. The necessities in life, they have to pay for it because they might not genuinely have anybody to look after them, pay for their tuition like many other students do. And for them, it's not an option. And it's something powerful about earning money as well. You feel independent. You feel like you can almost accomplish anything. It changes how you think about spending as well. It makes you much, much, much more responsible about what you're going to spend your next dollar on. Is it going to be food? Is it going to be a new piece of clothing? Is it going to be for a vacation? Who knows? Whatever it is. It really makes you question about what you're going to spend your next dollar on. Because I don't believe many college students working part-time or full-time would be making a ginormous amount of money to the point where, they don't have to do college. It's just a little, almost pocket change. And since you don't have a lot of it, it just makes you focus on what really needs to go, what the money needs to go towards. You start to value money differently because of how you've earned it and what you had to do to earn it. It's not really just numbers, it's your time, it's everything you've put into. So that's the positive side and also negative side of working a job because you get to spend a bit of extra cash, and for others it's not really an option. That's all they can do to go along. There's always one part that people always underestimate when talking about working and doing school at the same time. That thing is, working while in school builds skills that don't always show up on your resume. There's a lot of things that you get to learn from working and doing school at the same time. The key things you learn while you do school and work is time management. Time management is probably the most key skill you get out of working and doing school. I have become way, way better with my time management as I've done this. It makes me focus on what actually needs to be done and where my time should be going. The other thing is communication. Communication is so, so, so key in all aspects of life, but this just helped me realize how important it is. There's been a couple of days where I have to miss school because of work, or I have to miss work because of school. It goes both ways, and learning how to communicate with my professors, with my managers, them being very understanding of my situation, and me just communicating when I'm having a hard time. It's also very key to balancing out work and school. Work and school has also taught me responsibilities, what really needs to be prioritized. It helps me realize what actually needs to be done at a certain time and what actually doesn't. It helps me stay focused 24/7 and not worry about distractions. It also helps me with how to deal with people, especially at school. I work at a retail place, so I'm kind of always talking to new people all the time, and I meet all types of people every day. From work to school, I talk to everybody. And that just helps me deal with everybody. I know how to talk to certain people. I know what to say. I know what not to say. I know how to firmly communicate what I'm feeling. That's been a great help in both of my fields. And the last thing is just how to stay disciplined even when I'm tired. Being tired is the worst, especially when you have so much to do that same day. Being tired is a killer. But with this, I have no other option. I have to stay disciplined. No matter how I'm feeling, no matter how tired I am, no matter what. I have to stay disciplined. I can never lose focus. And all of those things matter in the long run. They will help you out so much. Because after college, no one's going to ask, did you have free time? They care about how you operate in real situations. And this is the perfect setup for you when you go out there into the real world. Now, let's be honest. It's not always worth it. It's not always worth having a job and doing school at the same time. If your job drains your energy all day, if your job hurts your grades in any way, if your job doesn't help you grow in any way possible, if your job just takes up too much time out of your day, then I feel like you need to reevaluate. Just because it's not the goal that you're really looking for. The goal isn't just to have a job and just to work. It's to work in a way that supports your long-term goals. Not everything that pays is worth your time. If your job is interfering with your end goal in any way, then I would suggest to either find a new job that does work towards your goals or just focus on school, because your work should not be in the way of anything in your life. It should be an advantage. It should help you more than anything. So if that's the case, I would just say reevaluate. How to make it worth it. If you're going to work doing college, make it intentional. Ask yourself, is this helping me financially? Is this helping me build skills? And is this flexible enough for my schedule? For me, those are the 3 key questions I ask myself every time. And if the answer is no, look for something better. There's always going to be something better. You're just going to have to look a little harder, a little deeper, but eventually you will find it. Because when you align your work with your goals, then it becomes worth it. When everything aligns with what your end goal is, everything's worth it. Everything. You just have to stay disciplined, stay consistent, and everything else is going to follow you with it. And that's going to be my final piece of advice for you guys. Let me know if there's anything else I missed or anything you'd like to share. Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.